we're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, you know, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
It's a little camera phone.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome everybody to Reclaim Yourself. I am Sekou the MaddMan. I do apologize for the lateness, some technical difficulties, but we got everything straightened out. The banging engineer worked it out for us. We good. So we want to jump right in because of the time we starting. So y'all can all log on to YouTube, Big Exposed Radio.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down, Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. Mm-hmm. My girl happens to be long distance. Mm-hmm. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money.
Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know what you like. You know what you like. You know the stroke, all that. Mm-hmm. So you're right. And I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad it's you today, brother.
Oh, this thing going to drop. It's going to drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So E. do you have a problem with masturbating?
No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes. When I found, yes.
You could go blind from
yes. I read about it. Is that true?
No.
It's not true.
It's not.
Okay.
Because I was going to say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
50s, a late 40s, early 50s. That's not uncommon. It's a lot of. I mean, I can give you examples like that.
But it's a good thing he's dead because she can actually move on. Like you can't move on. If he was alive, if he was alive and she found out she was having sex with her father for 15 years, you can't move on from that. Somebody's got to die.
You can't. It's gonna be hard.
Somebody's got to die.
So wait. That means he didn't know either, though.
Immediately, so I can stop vomiting because I don't have nothing else left to vomit. All my insides, all my skeleton.
He didn't know either. That's what would be the crazy part.
He wouldn't. He still doesn't know because he's dead. How does that game go? Marry, screw, kill. How does that work when it's your dad? Oh my gosh, we talk about stuff like this and more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately, the radio show. Only on BeExposedRadio.com and on YouTube live where you can see us.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to a nice show, a beautiful show of Reclaiming Self. I am your host today, Sekou the MaddMan. Today, Miss Garden will not be with us. She's under the weather, but she will be calling in, to talk to us, to say hello, so we can see how she's doing and things of that nature. But we want to thank y'all for tuning in today. It's going to be an amazing show. It's just me by myself today. So I'll be talking to y'all. Y'all be talking to me. You know how we do. We want to start off with a recap of last week's show. And that was basically, eating healthy and also, doing the correct things to stay healthy. Like as in exercise and look for a trainer, a fitness trainer. Also, do not get a fitness trainer who's a nutritionist. You need a nutritionist and also a fitness trainer. So I learned a lot of things last week speaking with Miss Gwendolyn Montgomery, aka Miss Gwendolyn Cheese and McCheese and Crackers. Shout out to you. And also Miss Nikita Brown from Life Resources coming in and just also explaining how eating healthy and things like that can help you out. So in that midst of that, we learned that Water Wednesdays, I had my water, y'all, so I'm down with the Water Wednesdays crew. I ain't gonna front though. It's my first bottle of water all day. No, I'm lying. I had a cup of water this morning. A 20-ounce cup, and that's alright though. You gotta take baby steps to grow. So I took that, and now I'm about to hit this water. And I'll be drinking water every Wednesday until, I can do it like these young ladies do and drink water all day, every day. So salute to the ones that's doing this challenge for Water Wednesdays. Salute to the ones that's eating healthy, because we got to stay healthy. Like, I really care for my peoples. And this is humans all around. I don't care what your color. I don't care what your nationality is, your religion. I don't care about none of that. I care about you being a human being. And we got to stay healthy. We have children and things of that nature, so we got to look out for them. Because if we go, who going to take care of our kids? The system. We don't want that. So, you know what I mean? Let's eat healthy. I also learned about eating water vegetables, like the iceberg lettuce and cucumbers, things of that nature. They're water vegetables, and that help you also keep water into your system. As Miss Gwen stated, that our body needs water so much because we're always losing water, whether if we sweating, using the bathroom, or just an everyday way of losing water. We lose water. We're down to spitting or whatever. We lose liquid from our body. So it's good to keep staying hydrated instead of being dehydrated. So I'm definitely learning every time I meet up with some people that know some things that I don't, and I love learning. So it's expanding the brain. Today's topic is all about expanding the brain for the children, though. Summertime is here. Today is the first day of summer. Cheese and crackers. Woo! What are y'all doing for vacation? How are y'all keeping these kids from their brains turning into mush? Yeah, I ain't gonna front. When I was in school, man, oh man, I got out of school, summertime came, pick up a book was like cussing at me. But I love to learn. So what I would do, instead of picking up a book, I go for nature walks. So I learned a lot about animals, about bugs, typical boy things, but I still learned. So then when I did go back to school, I had something to share with my my teachers and my peers that, maybe they didn't know. So I'm definitely happy for that. But The topic is how we going to keep our kids safe this summer and also keep our kids active, keep our brains active. I don't mean how you going to tire your child out for the summertime so you can go have fun. No, I mean, how are you going to, expand your child's brain? That's the key thing. Keeping your kids safe, expanding their brain so that when they do go back to school the following year, they are the head of the class. It's time to raise scholars and valid Victorians. Hope I said that right. If I didn't, you know what I mean. The top person in college. You understand? It's time to raise them. We need more scientists. We need more real politicians. We need more doctors, lawyers. We need more teachers, educators. We need more people to have passion than just want to rhyme, make music, be on TV. Like, we need something different. You understand? So that's what the topic is today. Is going to be just keeping kids safe. How we going to keep these kids safe, and how we going to keep them active over the summer. And I don't mean sitting them in front of their iPad or the tablet, talking about, all right, look at this video on YouTube and tell you what you learned. No. What I used to do for my children when they was coming up, I used to make them do book reports. Yeah, I know. I was that dude. I have them turn around and read a book. And I mean, granted, the book may not be a big book. It might be a 7 to 10 page book. But the key thing is, what did you learn from that book? Even down to my youngest, what I do now is I have her write stories. And every story is action and a reaction and a consequence. Because that's real life. Everything happens with an action, it turns to a reaction, and the next it's a consequence. So that's how I'm trying to instill into my kids that, this is how we're going to do this. Let's do it this way because it's needed this way. Because that once you get out of school, then real life starts. So, let's be mindful of that. So that is today's topic, is how we can keep our kids safe. Last week's topic was eating healthy. I'm all about the community, and I'm all about educating and uplifting. And when I say I, mind you, I means Reclaim Itself. We, us, the community, the village. Here at Reclaim Itself, we're all about that. We're all about supporting. We're all about just uplifting and educating. And a lot of people may not know, so there's nothing wrong with that for not knowing. The wisest man don't know everything, but the dumbest man says he knows everything. So what is that telling you? Because the wisest man is always willing to learn and to be honest and truthful with oneself versus trying to please everyone else and shine like, he's that dude. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So for all my listeners, tune in on YouTube, Reclaim Itself Radio Show under Be Exposed Radio. Also, give us a call, 410-702-5657. We are still on Facebook also under the Be Exposed Radio. So you can tune in there also. But yeah, definitely tune in, chime in with me. Let's talk about how we want to keep our kids safe and make them not a target this summer. Every time I turn around, we're a target. I'm tired of hearing the word us and target. Like, I'm tired of these kids, of these times, of these, it's a shame that a 7-year-old can't go outside and play with his friends. I know this sounds really, really, really dated, but let's say quote unquote cops and robbers or cowboys and Indians. You know how people used to play that back in the day. You understand? But they can't even do that now because, they see 2 black kids running somewhere. They thinking they did a crime. And next thing you know, they want to start some stuff. So let's help our kids out. Let's open up our kids' minds. Let's show them that we do care. Let's just be there for them. That's all. Let's really just be there for them, because you have to understand that they go by what they see, not by what they hear. So if we keep showing them the right way, then they're going to be doing the right thing the right way. If we just keep telling them and then doing the complete opposite, it's going to confuse all mess out of them. And next thing you know, they're looking crazy, and then you look at even more crazy because you're yelling, hollering, catching hernias and strokes and heart attacks and palpitations and all other stuff because you mad that the child didn't listen to you. But all you had to do was just show the child the way. That's all. No more, no less. But we all learning as we are here today. We're definitely learning. So I'm definitely happy to learn every day, and I'm here to show kids the way. So like I say, tune in, chat with me. I am actually on the YouTube page, so if you're looking for me on the Sevensoundz Facebook, on the Be Exposed Facebook page, I am not on that. I'm actually on the Reclaim Yourself YouTube page live chat. So if you want to tune in, you want to chat with me in regards to either A, eating healthy from last week, or B, the topic for today is keeping our kids safe during this vacation of the summertime and keeping them active and off these streets, you'll let me know and we can take it from there. Because I definitely want to know what y'all feel about the situation. I definitely want to hear these parents call in and, let us know what's up, so on and so forth. I don't know who you are. But nevertheless, so, we can do this and we can have fun. And we're going to have a great 2 hours, hour and a half, however it goes, because time flies in this building. But yeah, I want to know how y'all feel in regards to this. You know what I might do just to get closer to y'all? I think I'm going to go live from my page and talk to y'all so we can see, what can we do as a community, as a village to, help out and get these kids off the street, because summertime, we always had something to do in the summertime. Now, you really can't do too much in the summertime because everything you do is either a problem with the neighbors or the problem with the law. So, we got to work this out. So, tune in, talk to me, call in, all that nice stuff. 410-702-5657 is the number. The topic is keeping your kids. How can we keep our kids safe and active during the summer vacation? So, I need y'all feedback. I need my parents to tune in. I need y'all to help me out on this because it's hard. Some of these kids don't want to listen. What do we do for these hard-headed kids that you try to set ground rules and a foundation and things of that nature, and they don't want to listen? How do you talk to that child? How do you be an ear for that child that's going through something during the summertime? Also, too, that's what we call a spade, y'all. Some of these kids don't eat. So they have these little summer programs, and they have, things at the library, things to keep these students fed and safe. So, it's major out there, and it all ties into community. We have to uplift our community. Once we go, what's left? The youth, which then will be adults. And we don't want to keep raising knuckleheads to raise knuckleheads. We got to kill that. So, call in 410-702-5657. Topic is, how do we keep kids safe for the summer vacation and keep them active? And, we're all going to just tune in and just, be free, because this is our community right here. And I don't just mean Baltimore. When I mean right here, I mean this world that we live in. Every block, every city, every state, every county, we all go through the same exact thing. And it's, trying to keep our kids safe, whether it's from a predator, whether it's from a drug dealer, whether it's from just obscene stuff. So, call in. I want to hear your thoughts. I'll be logged on my Facebook page live so I can talk to y'all directly, and you can talk to me directly, and we'll take it from there. So we'll be back after you pay some bills. Reclaim Yourself. I'm Sekou the MaddMan.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that building.
So you just gonna shoot for the moon?
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just
feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that, because that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Are you...
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking. Like, not like, tear it up. But just like a, you know,
a little 1-2,
hell, you know, a little, not voguing, but kind of the essence of it. Very posy and, you know, hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust out sweats.
So that means you don't have the dance gene and you...
I can dance.
Okay.
That's not what I want to do. I can dance. But I'm not, you know, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like,
okay. Little Banji Soul.
Yeah.
You know people gonna start using that.
Right. And they should.
Little Banji Soul. Yeah. But just mark it so people know, like, this was mine.
This where it came from. Because, you know, people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. I'm like, pinky up.
I cannot.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on Be Exposed Radio.
Definitely not taking responsibility for other people's emotions and things that's going on, and owning up to who you are. I know that's what you were finishing on, so you can speak more on that, sister.
Yeah, just making sure, because at the end of the day, what happens to us, especially women, we're nurturers. So by life, you know, we tend to want to, I call men projects, like fix-me-uppers, people that come with issues. And for some reason, I mean, people, we all have issues, but people who, like, want you to help them through their issues, you know? So we take on projects because we get to the point to where we're like, okay, I just want to have somebody, as opposed to the quality of the person that you're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, you know, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
This is Tyree Miles, also known as Mr. Miles the Writer, on Instagram, Fly T Miles.
Hip Hop K, that's Hip Hop K-Zar. Hip Hop K on IG, hip_hop_K.
Oh look, we coming to y'all with this new show called It Is What It Is, where we come with views, y'all.
And it's coming on every Friday, 9 to 11. Check us out.
Make sure y'all get with us. We be talking about any and everything, because it is what it is.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down, Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. We appreciate y'all for coming back. We appreciate y'all for watching, for tuning in, for checking us out. This is Reclaiming Self. I am Sekou the MaddMan. My beautiful host is not feeling well, so everyone send out a care prayer, a care word, to Miss Rose Garden. Shoot up in the inbox like, hey, feel better soon. But she will be calling in today, just talking to us and just checking in, because we haven't seen or talked to her about 18,000 years, even though it's been 3 weeks. But who's counting? But nevertheless, we're here reclaiming self. We here talking about how can we keep the kids safe during the summertime while, it's vacation time. And I know, let me say this. I know the way it's built, where the way is that it is a vacation time for the students. I got that. But I know it's not a vacation. It's not a vacation for some parents. I got that also. So we need to think of other ways to help these students out, to keep them safe while the parent is at work. Because I know sometimes that if you don't work, you don't get paid. I understand that concept. I really do. Not saying that I like it, but I understand it. So for that parent that does not have that city or state or federal job, that can't take off, for these months, 2 months, 3 weeks, or whatever, how can we come together and help and show that parent on what can they do to keep their kids safe and also active? So, once again, call in 410-702-5657. Reclaiming Self. Me, myself, like I told y'all, what I do is book reports. Read. Go for nature walks. My engineer ain't digging the nature walk part. Walking is too much. I sit on my porch and look at nature. But you know what though? Real talk, you can do that too. Sit outside. It's just the thing of not being cooped up in a room with 4 walls watching the idiot screen. It's not a box no more, it's a screen. Everything's flat screen now.
There are a lot of different type of enrichment programs that they can go to now.
Say it again?
There are a lot of different types of enrichment programs that students can go to now. They're like, we used to just have Bible camp and the regular little boring camp where you did arts and crafts. There's a camp for everybody now. Like, I just started working at one where it's like spoken word, hip hop, and theater.
Wow.
Literary writing foundation. And that would have been boring to me as a student, but as a teacher, that's very exciting.
I can see that. That's dope. Yeah, for a teacher, I did not know they had that.
It's through Do More Baltimore. They're like a poetry slam organization that does after school programs and poetry, spoken word, hip hop.
That's what's up.
But it's just in the site that we're at, there are like 5 other camps there.
Oh wow.
Like karate and sports and athletics and like technology and media. There's something for everybody. Or find your child an internship for the summer.
Yeah.
Like, you an engineer. If you know your child wants to be a producer, hit Sekou up.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm about to start classes, believe it or not. Only because my child came to me and was like, hey, Dad, I want to do this. I'm like, all right, we could pick a day. And I would love to sit down with, I don't care if it's 10 kids. And they come, and this be 10 kids. Let's say every 2 weeks, it'd be 2 different children. A group of children. Whereas that I'll have a class every week, and they do homework, so on and so forth. I'm learning, and I'm seeing, and observing. There's a lot of young entrepreneurs out here. Right. They coming out the womb like, college? I go to college for my entrepreneurship. I'll go better myself that.
Where we just have to be busy during the summer.
Yeah.
Or we just, like, my mother never let me, like, I was in Catholic school growing up, so that was year-round school.
Yeah.
There was no summer break.
You had like 2 weeks off.
No.
Wow.
That's not the mother that I had.
Oh.
You found something, like my schools, you normally had a week off
Mm-hmm.
because we finished, most times we finished before regular school.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have those like 1 or 2 weeks to just try to chill, but trust and believe there were a list of things that I had to do.
Okay.
That day. But it wasn't just homework. Like I went to camps where we did activities and went on trips, and
right.
we had a little bit more resources. But there's so many things. Like even the camps that charge. If you start looking for camps for your children,
mm-hmm.
like in November and December,
mm-hmm.
they have grants. Like a lot of those camps, if you sign up early, you get a discounted rate, or they have scholarships now for summer camps because they cost so much. But
yeah, because I know when I went to camp when I was younger, they kicked out at least $1,200, and I went to like
that was our weight camp though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, those are kind of like with so many pedophiles and
thank the Lord, they ain't crossed my mind.
Right. It's not; those aren't as accessible. But right in your city, there's so many different affordable options.
Okay.
Those programs cost so much to maintain that they're not as, people still doing, but they be for a week.
Yeah.
Or for a couple weeks. They're not the whole summer anymore. So, I mean, your city has so many different types of programs. At the school that they go to probably has a summer camp. It's probably not through the school. Somebody else might be doing it, but normally they open it up to the school people who go to that school first.
Okay. Then, I have seen, because like I work with a school board, so I have seen people call in and asking, hey, can I use this school? Can I use this field for this? And I'm like, cool, but we're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to pay some bills. Reclaim himself. Sekou the MaddMan. We'll be back.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and C, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You know who we are. Reclaiming self. That's what we doing. I am Sekou the MaddMan. Shout out to the engineer. What's up, Nate? Nate is on point. Nate ain't trying to walk nowhere, and he all about camps and learning. But bad, oh bad. We're definitely here reclaiming self. We here just helping out the community and just trying to get some ideas on how can we keep these students safe? How can we keep these kids active? How can we keep these minds growing like trees? So, and I just learned some things within the last before the commercial break. Do more Baltimore. Google that. You know, if you're from the Baltimore area.
Well, they're international. They just won the Southern Chicken Fried. I know I'm saying it wrong, and that's probably because I'm homeless. But it's like the Southern Fried Slam.
Oh.
Like, that's like a national poetry competition.
Wow.
But I mean, not just them, but anybody. Like, if they have a camp, call in, because I'm quite sure people still booking for camps right now.
For all my listeners, if y'all know about any camps that are still accepting children, I don't care the ages, call in 410-702-5657. I'm on my Facebook Live. Shoot me on the Facebook Live. YouTube, Reclaiming Self. YouTube, Be Exposed, Reclaiming Self. Remember that. Shout out to Be Exposed. But yeah. I can't get no freebies today. Not today. See, what'd you say?
They got the right one now, bitch.
I wish my live can hear what I hear in my ear. But y'all go to YouTube, y'all can hear this. So everybody go to YouTube.
Go to Be Exposed Radio.
Oh, it's on? Okay. Go to BeExposedRadio.com. Bung. That's the website. Go to that website. Matter of fact, I'm going to go there too. We all can go there at the same time. So we can all see what we see together. Huh?
You just going to go live.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, they can just listen. They just can't see me. I kind of like that way better. Nah, I'm going to go back to the live feed. I like when people see me. I think it's funny when people see me. So, yeah, yo, I'm joking. But still, y'all can either go to BeExposedRadio.com. Y'all can definitely do that. Or, you know what I'm saying? You can go to Facebook, either Be Exposed Radio or Facebook Reclaiming Self. I'm there.
One of the things that I would say to parents is don't just find somewhere that's going to watch your child. I've had my own camp several times, and I've worked for several camps, and that's one of the biggest mistakes because your child is going to be bored there, especially if it's not something that they want to do. You know, if your child is, say, 14 and a little bit older, put them in a youth works program and make sure they pick things that interest them. Don't just check something because, you know, it seemed like the easy job, because sometimes your child is the most bored when it's something too easy. But
yeah,
find something that they want to do. You know, there's a camp for anything your child wants to do. Your child loves math. There's plenty of math camps. You know,
yeah,
science,
I just found that out.
Basketball, you know, sports in general. There are camps for everything. I wish camps were this exciting. You know, the most excitement as we had was, you know, uncovering the mystery box and what we was having for lunch that day.
Yeah.
That was as fun as it got sometimes. But I was blessed to be in programs that, you know, we did a summer at the aquarium. Our summer camp was at the aquarium one year.
Okay.
The other year was at the I got those advantages, but now those advantages are accessible to all children. But parents just have to plan. Don't wait until June to find a camp for your child. They start promoting their camps like before, you know, the first semester ends, or the second quarter, quarters now. So like after the second quarter, or like before Christmas break, they're already starting to, you know, advertise. You just gotta look around, you know, go through your social media and start looking.
Now, you hear that? Y'all can go through social media to see who got the longest weave and who don't like who and who, what, when, where, and why. But good point. Tag into these sites and try to find something for these children to do, because yes, they do get bored dumb fast, and then
aren't all summer anymore.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, you got to find multiple
things.
Create a schedule. Then.
That's fine.
Some camps are a month long. Some camps are just a week long. There are very few that are like from, you know, June when they get out to August when they about to go. And if you find one, it's very expensive. So, but you got to map a schedule. Don't just send them over to Big Mama house. So
it ain't no more Big Mamas. I was that Big Mama child.
Yeah, but my grandmother just wanted me to eat cheeseburgers and watch the stories of her. Like, I love my grandmother, but that's what we did for this.
Shout out to Grandma. Right. Mom was like, I need this clean, I need that clean, I need this done.
That's why you went to Grandma's house, because you didn't want to have to do all those things.
Yeah, see?
My mother would wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning in the summertime. Yes, that was no. Yeah.
That's fighting.
Not just, hey, wash these dishes. It's like, no, we go do some things I've been thinking about doing all day long. Yeah.
Some things I've been thinking about doing. Yeah. Nah, I couldn't do that. But I understand though. It shaped you to be the person you are today.
It is. Like,
which is dope.
Real good work ethic.
Right. Right.
Sometimes, I mean, but you have to still let your child be a child.
I agree.
Not be given your responsibility.
Right. Right.
But still engage them and keep them, you know, their mind moving, because 3 months, 2.5 months without anything intellectual, you making the job harder for the teacher, and you setting your child back.
Yep.
You know, for the next school year, if they made it.
If they make, yes.
So.
And I do see that summer school is not free no more.
It never was free. Summer school was never free.
Really?
There were programs that would reimburse you your money if you passed summer school.
Oh.
Or there were programs that helped you pay, but you may have heard about the programs that was helping people pay for it. But summer school was never free.
Oh, shoot.
That's why it was always an issue. It was never this. It's got more expensive. So now it's like a college class that you're paying for.
And that's what I hear. It's like $75 per class.
Yeah. That's like tuition almost, you know, almost a tuition of like BCCC or something.
Gee.
Like, they not playing. Like,
so
they gotta pay for it. They got the city can't afford to pay those teachers during the summertime.
Well, even if they can't do that, the money that comes in, I guess we're just for another topic. Where does that money go? Because there's too many schools getting shut down.
Well, it's going towards paying for the administrative payroll.
Okay.
That's what it's always. Payroll is in the school system is a non-profit company, and if you learn from any non-profit, you'll learn that it is definitely money making, but they have to make money, so it becomes a business. So, you know, payroll is normally the first part of anybody's thought process when building a business.
Mm-hmm.
So these people been getting raises, you know, they've been hiring and firing a lot of teachers. So now teachers are now starting off with degrees that they didn't start off with before. So now I got to pay this teacher this amount of money, you know, for this. And, you know, that's why charter schools are now so much more popular, because the price cap is a little bit different. School systems are now having to pay teachers more money. So now that's why they want you to go to one of them private schools where it's a business already.
Yeah.
Funding, they get private funding, so we don't have to pay those things.
Makes sense. Okay. So maybe that's what it was then, because I went to private school.
What school you went to?
I went to Grace Bible Baptist. Actually, let's go back.
Oh, Lord.
I went to Redeemer Lutheran Care elementary, preschool type joint. From there, Grace Bible Baptist. From there, Arlington Baptist.
It sounded like it was hot.
It was horrible. Horrible.
I went to St. Ignatius for middle school, and I went to Archbishop Curley for high school.
Oh, Archbishop Curley, I heard a lot about them. But
I'm quite sure none of it was good.
Yeah. It was nothing like, hey, I want to go there. I was like, I ain't going there. They work too hard.
I mean, education-wise, yes.
Yeah,
because we had friars as teachers, like literally the men in black robes with the ropes around their wrists.
Like when Sister Act.
No, we didn't have nuns. Yeah, the
what was it? The guy that was Sister Act. Yeah.
Nuns. The nuns were like, we saw them. Like they may have been in the library or the nurse week, but we had friars as teachers.
Wow.
Yeah, it was rough.
That sound rough.
I still remember my geometry teacher. His name was Friar Ignatius. This man was like white. He was about 300 and some pounds, bald head. Like education-wise, it was very hard. But what made the school hard was it was a lot of racism going on. Like a lot of children came from racist homes, so they brought that to school with them. So
wow.
We always had to like be very aggressive. It was very few people of color at that school, so you really had to. Like I think I integrated the theater department.
Oh wow!
There was no other black people other than the orchestra.
Dang, that sounds like my Wow, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that sounded like my high school and part of my middle school. Yep.
See, middle school, my elementary school was private, but it was still black.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a regular school.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school was a lot different because it was only like, we was a second class of that school. It was like one of the first charter schools. So it was already a class of 20 people there, and then we were the second 20, but it was mainly black. Our teachers were white, but it was mainly black students. And going from a school with only 60 people to a school with like 600 people and most of them were white, that was culture shock.
Wow. I know it's a culture shock. That is a huge culture shock.
Yeah. Especially when they're racist. Like, you've never been called a nigga before.
Right.
Yeah.
And all that is like, but now, that's like on a regular now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the norm, which I hate. Something got to give, because it's from what I'm saying now, just having that little talk, it didn't get no better, you know, as in teacher-student relationship-wise, and even down to student-student relationship-wise, because they came from their home.
Well, I think most of it, especially when you're dealing with young people, okay, you have children.
Mm-hmm.
Your children are going through the same things that you went through. It's just a difference in what your reaction can be and what their reaction can be. You can actually go to the school and make change. Like, probably your parents had that authority too, but not as much as you may have.
Okay.
You know, the shift is now not so much for the children anymore. So the children used to be the priority, but now they're not. Now
that's
it's
what I see.
numbers and percentages. And,
yep.
You know, what does these numbers mean? Not so much how can I help these children, because the concept of a failing school means I take money and resources away from them.
Yep.
I don't add extra ones. Like,
yep.
In schools that are doing well academically, we put more money into them. So that's
What,
dumb.
I think that is really backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the ones that need help, you want to pull. Right. The ones that don't need help, you give. Mm-hmm. I mean, I kind of understand as in you get praised for doing good and you get unpraised for not doing good. Whatever. But this is about learning, expanding your brain, being a citizen.
But that's not their priority. I just did a meeting over at what was Lake Clifton.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lake Clifton is a city.
Yes.
It's a huge school.
Mm-hmm.
They chopped that school into maybe 4
or 5 schools. Yeah.
Now the concept is, if we shut down this school and create smaller little remote schools within it, then it would be more beneficial. And the only difference is whoever started, the board, whoever decided to start that school had a different thought process to how we train and teach children. Now, it's not, I mean, you can't really recreate the wheel in education. You can't. You're teaching the same information. It's just through the guise of this being an art school or this being a science and technology school or whatever your focus is. That's the only difference in these schools. But I'll just say, the summer camp that I'm going to be at is at Connection. Now, it's at the old Lamel School. Now, I taught in what was Connections at one point, and I never taught in the other school that's there. It is clearly it looks completely different from floor to floor. Like this the look of the building looks completely different. Like their library has like these little chandeliers in it, and you go upstairs and it's not that. And it's just, even within the same schools, it's still a difference in how the children are treated.
Segregation.
And what they're given. So how do we expect for them to want more if we're not balancing it off? So because you know more, because your grades are different, then you deserve more than this child that may not have all the resources or be able to get to where you started from.
Right. That is crazy. And for things of that nature, then that makes that student then turn around, act up in school, fail, either got to go to summer school that they got to pay for, or they make it by the skin of their teeth, and now they're outside doing Lord knows what because the parent got to be at work at 6:45.
Now, we about to go to break, but I went through this. I swear, I'm going to have to get this man to do all the shows on the station. It was a trauma workshop. And when we come back, I'll tell you more about it. But it really made a big difference for me. So, you can go to...
Okay, we're going to come back, pay some bills. We're going to come back, talk about the trauma workshop, and also keeping these kids safe in the community. Reclaiming self. Sekou the MaddMan. Stay tuned, y'all. We'll be back.
Hello? The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
As busy as you are, because they're good at itemizing their time, and they actually have a passion for what they do. One of the biggest lessons that I learned, I get to say this on Weird, was finding people who are not only interested in doing what you need to get done, but people who have a passion for it, because that will eliminate the idea of people just working for a paycheck. Right. Because when people sign up for a paycheck, we all had jobs where we slacked off, where we stole away in a little storage room.
Fell asleep.
Thank you.
I saw a meme the other day that had Bart Simpson and the little boy with the glasses. I didn't watch the show, so don't be mad at me. Don't send me no daggum messages. The little boy with the glass, Millhouse, that was his name. He showed him a cave, and it says, when you're asked to show around the new coworker, and it says, this is where I come to cry. Cool.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Couple minutes left in the segment. Sure. Change is good. Yes. Knowing when to make that change in your life. And I think it's important that you know a strategy. You know where you need to go. But change is good. Everything don't stay the same.
Right.
And if you're a person, especially for old people, that can't accept change, then it's kind of hard. Right. I was going to a church. I'm gonna make this real brief. I was going to a church that could not, some older members. I attended the second oldest black Presbyterian church in the country. That's one. And why are you laughing?
It's bad that you knew that.
And that's a soundbite. Yeah. So
thank you, Eric.
we would play certain music, and we implemented a lot of equipment or instruments like drums and piano, and the style of singing changed. And two people out of the congregation, after the service, they would go up to the pastor, sit down, and say, "Hey, sit down. Let me talk to you." And they will critique each song in the service every week, and it was change. It was evolution. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And they could not begin to accept it. Like, they are used to the traditional hymn.
The Negro spiritual.
Yes. Not only that.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Definitely welcome back. Reclaiming Self. I am Sekou the MaddMan. Here today, Reclaiming Self, talking about keeping kids safe during the summer vacation, you know, keeping them active and things of that nature. But before we went to break, me and Nate was speaking on the trauma workshop, which is crazy because all this falls in together. You know, as crazy as it is, which is messed up crazy, that they go to school for these months. They get, for these students that go through this, they get bullied, they get picked on, however it may be. Now that's some kind of trauma. Whether if it's they see one of the students get hurt or killed, because it has happened this year. Let's be real. It has happened within the past couple of years. That's been, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Publicized. You know, it causes trauma. So it's this trauma workshop that Nate put me down with, and it's just, you know, what are the 3 E's in trauma? Events, experience, and effects. You know, come to find out, violence causes trauma. Trauma causes violence. It's a big circle. One big circle. Trauma disrupts a sense of connection and control and meaning. Now, this right here, I see a lot of kids go through this. You understand? They don't want to talk, or, you know, they want to just shut down, and everything is a I don't know and I don't care. Right. In all actuality, they do know and they do care. It's just they just hurt.
He opened up his session by saying, so all of us were like camp leaders and stuff like that. So this was us getting workshops on how to treat your children.
Which, so, yeah, that's dope.
Youth Works did a really good job this year. I don't know how long they've been doing it this way, but this was a really good job.
Okay.
Because nobody thinks about that. He opened up by saying, Monday morning, your children late. They come late, and you know, Youth Works, they get paid to be there.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's the first thing you think about doing when a young person comes late?
Besides, ask why you late.
Okay, so that's a normal question.
Okay, yeah.
But that leads to discipline.
Yes, yes.
You are not asking them what's wrong in detail. So a big thing is the bus system has changed.
I had to deal with that this morning.
Right. So as adults, our boss don't care what the issue is. We got to get to work. Yep. So we're trying to train children to be who we are and what we know they will have to be and face. So the first thing is, so why are you late? Now, what they won't tell you is, well, my mom and dad was arguing, and, you know, they didn't know who was going to drive me to school, so on and so forth. And that became an issue. So that's not something that they going to share.
Oh, no.
But they going to say the bus was late.
Yep.
Or the bus may be late because the whole system has changed.
Yeah.
And nobody thought to say, hey, maybe you need to test this route out and figure out how you going to get to where you will get on Sunday, so on Monday you don't have this issue.
Yes.
So that wasn't a darn. So it points towards, I discipline you before I find meaning in whatever your cause is. Now these are children. We still have to teach them. We can't just straight jump to discipline.
Right.
So some of the things, so the guy who led the website, his mom was shot in the face twice right in front of him as a child. Trauma.
Wow.
So your neighborhood is stressful. Your home environment is stressful. Maybe you didn't get anything to eat. Maybe, your mom and dad was fussing like cats and dogs and failed to realize that they needed to take you to your first day of your youth works program. So all of this stuff happens to you first day. So now you meet me for the first time. So why are you late? So I have an attitude because you're late. I didn't ask you what was wrong. I didn't ask you were you okay. I didn't ask you what the problem is. Because most times, if you ask in the right way, a child will tell you the honest truth.
Yes.
If you ask without being judgmental. So the trauma then becomes a issue about discipline versus solving the actual problem.
Makes sense.
So that's how the child starts their day off. Not at the camp being late. What happened at home?
Right, yeah.
What has been happening?
Yeah.
One of the teachers stood up and she was like, she had a class full of young men, and like she realized some of the children would come to school because they didn't have their own bed to sleep in. They had to walk, to school. Like, these are issues that our grandparents used to talk about.
Right.
Children are still going through these things.
And that's the thing that's behooving me.
Yep.
Because the school... Okay, if you live right here and the school is like I used to be right here, you can't go to that school now.
It's not a school anymore.
That's why you can't go there.
It's an empty building now.
You got to go across town.
Yeah. I've seen many children 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning on a bus sleep with their little brother or sister going from west to east.
I got phone calls with parents like, can I just transfer my student? And I'm like, sorry, no. You get 4 transfers
now
for
they
4
put
years.
limits?
Each year you get a transfer. 4 transfers, 4 years.
Unless it's a behavioral problem.
Safety or behavioral is the only way that student can get out that situation. If because my 8-year-old has to travel from Sedonia to Park Heights to go to Arlington. And I get that phone call.
Elementary school to him.
Yeah, I get that phone call, and they say, "Oh nah, tell mom she got to go there."
But see, these are issues that are a result of trauma that happens to children.
Yes.
So before you can even ask them why they are late, or we get to the point of them being late, all of this stuff has to be rectified,
right? Yes,
before they cannot be late to the program again. And it was crazy sitting there listening to it, but we don't think about those things.
We don't. We're gonna come back and this is we're gonna keep talking about this. It's all falling under the same umbrella. Keeping kids safe, seeing what's going on. It's summertime, vacation, reclaiming self. Nate, Sekou. Hey, Mastermind, welcome back. We'll be back. We get everybody shout out.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Couple minutes left in the segment. Sure. Change is good.
Yes.
Knowing when to make that change in your life. And I think it's important that you know a strategy. You know where you need to go. But change is good. Everything don't stay the same.
Right.
And if you're a person, especially for old people, that can't accept change, then it's kind of hard. Right. I was going to a church. I'm gonna make this real brief. I was going to a church that could not, some older members. I attended the second oldest black Presbyterian church in the country. That's one. And why are you laughing?
It's bad that you even knew that.
And that's a soundbite. Yeah. So
thank you, Eric.
we would play certain music, and we implemented a lot of equipment or instruments like drums and piano, and the style of singing changed. And two people out of the congregation, after the service, they would go up to the pastor, sit down, and say, "Hey, sit down. Let me talk to you." And they will critique each song in the service every week, and it was change. It was evolution. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And they could not begin to accept it. Like, they are used to the traditional hymn.
The Negro spiritual.
Yes. Not only that.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We are here at Reclaim Itself today. Sekou the MaddMan, with dope engineer, dope individual, Mr. Nate. Just talking about the summertime, keeping these kids safe, keeping them active, but even in the midst of doing that and getting them the internships and, you know, going out, taking walks, or just having them learn the concept of being somewhere on time. Yeah, I know, I keep saying walks. That's the look you gave me.
You're gonna take some long walks in the park, at the dark.
At the dark.
Find a spot for us to spar. Some conversation.
Go ahead, Jill. Oh, you know she in town next week. Shout out to Jill Scott.
Put Jill Scott on that list. Tell her. Put Jill Scott on that list.
Jill Scott.
Put Jill Scott on that list.
I think Jill Scott is coming to town next week. Last time, it is in my timeline. But yeah, you know, all this causes this child to want to flake out during the summertime. Granted, we flake out as adults during the summertime. Think about all these senseless, stupid crimes and murders right about now. It's because it's hot. Don't touch me, yo. It's hot. Bang, bang. Now he's dead and the other guy's in jail. Cut that. So, if we start at home, and I know us adults do argue. Sometimes we forget. Honestly, let's be real. We don't even care the child there now.
That's sad.
It is sad. It's very sad. I've seen adults argue, and that's like the child's like in the midst of that, looking back and forth like, "Mommy," and then the wife be like, or the girlfriend or whatever be like, "Can this wait? The child's right here." And the guy be like, "I don't give a fuck."
Without putting my mother out there, my mother is an arguer. She's like 5'1" and she's feisty, and she argued a lot. So, me as a grown man today, I can't take argument. Like, I'll go back and forth with somebody, but the moment it starts getting to, well, you're not listening to me, so I gotta get louder. You're not listening to me. I tune out. Like, I can feel it on it. It don't even have to be profanity involved, but just the yelling and screaming, I zone out. And he was like, "What are your triggers?" And that's one of my triggers. You know, so you have to understand what trauma is to you as an adult, because then it will help you realize what trauma is to you as a child.
Okay.
And you understand them a lot better. It affects this how stuff can sit you down.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine somebody who doesn't have the experience of have gone through that before. What you think it's gonna do to them?
Yeah.
Like flat out.
Yeah. And I can see that. That's why, which is very, very sad, with how some of these students end up killing themselves because of trauma.
Right.
Because of, instead of someone saying, yo, what's wrong? It's like, you dummy.
But when you say actually listen to them.
Yes, yeah. Because I've heard that too. Hey, what's wrong? Well, and they're like, oh, prime example. What's wrong? They start talking, phone come out, and what you say? Like, no. Give that child undivided attention so you won't ask later on, why is he or she acting like that?
Especially with male children, like, and it used to happen in my family. Like I'll say something's wrong, and I'll get it because I had a family full of women. Well, I'm sick too, and look what I'm able to do and that's not.
That's crazy.
Now and he said when you approach somebody and you ask them like what's wrong, and they like somebody going through something, and the last thing you're supposed to say, if you're not supposed to say it at all, well, you know what, I went through that. I know how you feel. You don't know what that thing did to that person. And you can't balance stuff off. So just listen to people. We are so quick to want to give advice and get somebody through something that we don't listen.
And we all, oh man. Every week, me and Roze say this. It's like, yo, this is crazy. Like, they turn around and they sit there and say, ask somebody this and weep. That's why you have 2 ears, 1 mouth. So, hey, how you doing? Fine. How you doing? I'm good. You don't care that person's fine.
Right, and I was told, my mother said never ask somebody how they're doing if you're not ready to hear the
real.
Just say hello.
Yes.
That's it. If you're not in a space where you want to hear it, don't open the door. Because I used to be like, how you doing? And random people on the street would tell me how they was doing. And it would be like serious life stuff.
That you couldn't even handle, like.
All I said was, how you doing?
But.
They told you. And I used to wonder why people do that to me? What I do? Like, do I look like I can handle that? But you open up the door, and some people just, you don't know what's inside of people. Like, you just don't.
You don't. That is definitely true.
All of us in here has went through some type of trauma, but you don't know.
No.
You can't tell by looking at somebody what they've been through.
Right.
You know, you can see the effects of it. You can see the reaction to it, but you don't know what that is.
No, you don't. You don't.
This exercise was very helpful, not just to me as a person, but it helps me to realize my reaction to stuff. You know, I listen to people, and I try not to be a person that can just, I don't like solving people's problems. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. So I listen to people, but I read people very well because I can see what you're not saying to me.
That's what I learned from my mom and my grandmom. Listen to the words they're not saying. Unspoken
Don't add words.
Yeah. You're not adding words.
Don't try to piece things together, but you can clearly see the gaps in what people are saying.
It is. Yep.
So then you can ask questions based just to let people get stuff out. And I had dinner with a friend the other night, and I could tell she was going through some stuff because she physically told me. She outright told me what was going on. But I could tell, even though that was the problem, there's some other issues going on. And I always ask people, what are you doing for you? And the first thing they'll be like, well, I got to do this for my son and, my husband and then, work. No, what are you doing for you?
For you, yeah. But I've learned. People get so stuck that is doing for them. To do for everybody else.
Yeah.
And then
that's not healthy though.
No, it's not, because at the end you crying like, who gonna do for me?
Yeah.
Nobody, because you did for everybody else. Yep. So yeah, it's definitely something. I'm definitely understanding it. We gotta start at home, and just take the time out to listen.
But what does that mean though? Because people say that, but nobody starts at home.
You know what? You're right, and I'm happy you said that, Nate. Because no lie, on the walk down here after I did my video, I thought about that. Because we do say it a lot. It started at home. It started at home. It starts within self.
Because nobody's willing to admit that.
No.
You're not going to admit that your child has saw 4 men in the last 5 days go in your room. You're not going to admit that.
Yes.
You're not going to admit that you picked the wrong father for your child. You're not going to admit those things.
No.
You know, you're not going to admit that I was not ready to be a mother.
Yeah.
You're not going to admit those things. So you just live through it, and your child then becomes the byproduct of those bad decisions.
And you got an attitude every day.
Yep.
And then summertime comes, and it's like, I don't care what you do. I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Just don't burn down my house.
And then they burn down.
And then right. You know what I'm saying? And then they be, you dummy, why you burn down my house? You don't know no better? Well, look at my role model.
Yeah.
You know, and I heard that last night. Shout out to the McLean Couch. They said that last night about the role model thing. You know, everybody's a role model. Whether it's a good role model or bad.
Whether you want to be a role model or not, somebody's watching you.
Yeah.
I posted something on my page the other day, and it was a question. And this shows you how much people read and how much people listen to what people are saying. My question was, why do black people get so angry at other black people for supporting, openly or not, All Lives Matter? Now, that turned into me being a champion for All Lives Matter and me not respecting Black Lives Matter. And I said, I asked the question. I just saw a bunch of posts about Stevie Wonder now supporting All Lives Matter, and we go burn his CDs. We not supporting him no more.
Wow.
A man who has given his career, who has several different foundations and songs dedicated, and he's given money to many families. He helped support, Martin's wife and Malcolm's wife after they both died. Like, he's given of his life. This man is in his 70s now. He's given of his life to his people. Now, he's made a couple dollars doing it, but he worked hard for it. So you just go dismiss this man because he wants unity, overall unity.
Which is nothing wrong with that. That is like
some of the responses was clear that you didn't read what I said. You saw All Lives Matter while black people get mad. That's all you read from that.
Actually, you probably just saw Why Black People Get Mad.
Right.
And Stevie Wonder.
And now you're mad. So you're not answering the question. You're showing me what my question is.
That's why reading is very fundamental.
It is, but even you can't translate stuff that people say. Read what they have actually read to you, or wrote to you.
That's why I tell everybody quickly, just a little bit off of the topic, don't read a book and tell me what it said. Because your interpretation of that book may not be mine. So that's definitely how I feel about that.
Read, and you might interpreted that book the wrong way because of your lack of reading skills.
Yeah, you might use the there wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So just take that in mind, even down to researching camps for your kid, things to do for your children. I know.
Don't pick the cheap camp.
It's not even that. Because I do know a dude that do this. His name is Charles King Fit.
You just go put people's name out there.
Because this guy's awful about the community. Like, he has a group of young dudes. They call the Wolves or Young Wolves, something like that. And he really showed them how to grow their own food. They have movie night, and it's crazy because they be on. I'm just throw a street out there. Let's say Preston Street. He'll pull up his air popcorn popper. They'll pop popcorn. He'll put a projector up, and they'll watch a movie. He take them to the library on Penn North. I don't know if he still do it. I need to contact him. But he's doing these things for the community, and he do this for people that can't afford, these camps like Connections and things like that. For these kids that do have trauma because Uncle Ray Ray has OD'd in front of them.
Yeah. The lady, that's one of the things that she said. She said she had 2 young people, and both of their father was killed in front of them. And one boy would just fall out. Mind you, this is elementary school, 2nd grade. She said every day this boy would just fall out crying, screaming, and it was never a reason for it. But he just watched his father as a 2nd grader get shot and killed in front of him.
That's the reason.
So why? I mean, if nothing else, nobody thought that this behavior was outrageous or connected to the fact that he saw it. but you just think children don't know anything, or they're not smart enough right now. They don't really know. They're going through things in life that we would crumble as adults.
Yes.
Under that pressure.
Yes, because I know for a fact, I see the things that these kids go through right now. Back when I was their age, at that timeline, I wouldn't be able to handle half of that stuff. I wouldn't be able to handle. I'll be in Shepherd Pratt somewhere.
And what happens is most parents show children stuff by their actions without explanation, because they don't feel like, well, I'm the parent, I don't need to explain nothing to you.
That's that why I said so.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Or it's the other extreme where parents don't, like I had that mother. We didn't have any types of conversations. We had one conversation, and that was as an adult. I had this conversation, and it was very indirect, and it was confirming to me, but it was so indirect that had I been stupid, I would have missed the whole meaning of it.
Got you.
But I didn't have those, like we didn't talk about sex.
Okay.
You know, but I found porn. I had a curiosity for what porn was, and nobody explained. It became a joke.
Right.
You know, I fell asleep watching the Playboy channel, but everybody made a joke about it over lunch the next day, and instead of saying, explaining sex to me at that moment, because obviously I had a curiosity for it. It was a joke. So it became sex became something that was very private to me. It was not something that I shared because I didn't feel as though it was funny. And I felt as though people would think it was funny, that I had an interest in it.
Trauma's a mother.
Right. And people don't connect stuff. They don't.
That is crazy.
They don't connect it.
It makes sense though. It definitely makes sense because, let's see, my father passed when I was 6. And I actually watched him pass. He had a heart attack. Like, in the living room, we just got home from, I forgot what we went to. But we just got home. It's like, all right, everybody put the kids to sleep, da-da-da-da-da. Yo grabbed his heart and fell out. And that happened to be right there. So I'm like, yo, you all right? Hey, daddy, what's up? Nah, he was dead. So I actually seen the paramedics come in. I see them do the CPR, lift him up, put him in the bag, zip him up.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen all that.
Yeah.
And from 7 on to maybe 18, 19, I was off the hook. Like, I really did not care.
Now, there's no excuse for your behavior.
No.
But there's
none.
a reason behind
Yeah, it's a reason.
So that's a difference.
It's a difference. Yeah.
Excuses and reasons are two
totally different.
things.
Yeah. It was no excuse for why I acted. None. It was the reason because me and my father was close. Like, I was his road dog. And then to see my road dog fall, grab his heart, and die, and then he's not dead no more.
And he said one of the number one signs that someone is going through trauma is they're disconnected from reality, from anything. It's called detachment syndrome. So they're detached from personal relationships or how they relate to other people, and it normally comes out in anger or frustration or just outbursts. And people people see the signs, but he'll grow out of that.
And that's the thing. And then when they do grow up, they don't grow out of it. They'll suppress it. And then they have a child. And then the chain keeps going.
Yep.
And then summertime comes, the child like, I don't want to do nothing. The father or the mother like, I don't care. All because of the incident that happened 20, 30, 40 years ago. And it's crazy.
We're so passive or so like nonchalant about everything, or we are super hyper discipline focused. So like your child is doing something, they're out of control, and you say go to your room. Like, what is your objective? Is to calm your child down,
right?
Not to sending them to their room. That's not calming them down.
No, that's called getting them out your face.
Right.
But we're going to keep on talking about that and figuring out how can we keep these kids safe. And just learn to talk to these children.
We will have a solution.
Yeah, we are. Call in 410-702-5657. Reclaim himself. Sekou the MaddMan. We'll be back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Last time on Talk Lately.
He don't have Down syndrome.
The man killed after being shot in Charm City Circulator. That's dark. It says a 26-year-old man was killed after being shot on the Charm Circulator bus Wednesday afternoon. Police... Oh, that was last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. It wasn't dark. He did that. His shooting was on Saturday. Police found the victim who had been shot in the stomach at 2:50 p.m. at the bus on the 200 block of South Broadway and Gulf Street.
But he was on
It is
that
over
bus.
east.
Yeah, it's the one that's coming from John Hopkins.
Police believe the suspect and victim argued, then got onto the bus. The bus was still stopped when the shooting occurred.
1 minute.
The suspect wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, white soles. Matt. I know that was that mastermind down there. Okay, somebody go look for mastermind. Hello?
At that point, it's time to go for a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Reclaim Yourself. Sekou the MaddMan. We here. Our topic today is, what can we do, or how can we keep our students, our children, our kids, the neighborhood kids? How do we keep them safe? How do we keep them active over this summertime? Over any summertime. Or any time out of school. Before that, I was talking to Nate, who just stepped out. And he was just informing me, which I definitely love, that some of these kids go through trauma. So when we do come across these kids that don't want to do anything, don't have a sense of hope or caring, instead of putting them down and making them less than nothing, talk to them. Let's find out what's going on. So then you can be the correct role model, and then you can have them doing something during the summertime, because now they trust you. The key thing is trust. Now, I was asked a question before we went on break, and that was cheese and crackers. What can we do, and how can we do it? And it's simple. Yes, it starts at home. Now, how does it start at home? It's all about, no lie, being honest. Not too honest, but being honest and being real with your kid. For me, myself, I'm honest with my kid. Sometimes I'm over honest, but sometimes that's just me. It's needed for certain situations. It's needed. I'm not that over honest on every situation that me and my children talk about. No. Now, if it's needed, like I say, I do it. But in the midst of that, I'm tired of everybody say, "Oh, what goes on in this house stays in this house." That's why we have so much segregation within ourselves. It starts at home. Let's bring it outside. Let's bring it to the community. You know, I ain't gonna front. Us as being parents, we don't know everything. Every day we're learning. Every day we learning. So if we're learning and we're trying to teach our child a certain way, then what we want to do? You know, it's nothing we can do but learn. And then as we learn, we teach. So, and as we teach, we show. We don't just teach like it's a book and say A, B, C, D, repeat after me, A, B, C, D. No, because kids will repeat after you and watch what you do and then repeat what you did, not what you said. So, yes, it do start at home. And starting at home is just opening your ears, listening, conversating, getting to know your child. A lot of people do not know their children. Do not know what their likes and their dislikes. I guarantee you, my whole studio, I bet you, if you sit down and have conversations with your child, finding something to do during the summertime that's keeping them safe will not be hard. I guarantee you. Because now you know your child. Now you formed a parent child relationship. Yeah, and it's cool to be your child's friend. It's all right, but don't overbe your child's friend. Don't overdo it. It's okay. What's got a call? Something to say? My man back on the scene. Shout out to Mastermind. Hey y'all, Mastermind is back. That's my brother. That's my dude. What you gotta say, buddy?
But the thing about being a parent is, in real life, most kids that like consider their parent to be their best friend, you know, they are very, you know, it varies by case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't take this as a general lump. But most people that are super duper cool with their parents are not good people. Because they didn't have that hand. Because like every kid's supposed to be scared of their parents.
Right.
Like, and not necessarily scared like, oh my God, my mom's coming.
Yeah.
But that, oh my God, let me do what I'm supposed to do before my mother see me.
The fear, respect, fear thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That tiny little mixture of that fear and respect that comes with being a parent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you don't have that, it makes grown up a-holes.
It do. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like discipline, you cannot. I'm a firm believer in show your child all of the love and attention and affection in the world.
Show 'em
but your
all,
child
yes.
should never consider you their friend because you're their parent.
Yes, yeah.
That's just like when you gotta. That's just like when you somebody boss and they friend at the same time.
It do not
never
work, yo. It don't, cause you try to write your friend up. It's like, yo, whatever, yo.
Exactly.
It's like, no, yo, this is serious.
It's the exact same thing.
It's
like not being your friend's landlord.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the exact same thing.
Exact same
Because they
thing.
be like,
Yeah.
man, I ain't paying yo. He be alright.
He be alright. We go back since the sandbox. No, it's a business. I need my bread.
Right. Or they'll be like, man, he'll wait.
Yeah, right. He a sucker anyway. What are you gonna do? Put me out? And then it's, yo, you put me out? That's messed up. We boys. No, you didn't pay. So yeah, that is true. That's why, just for me speaking, for my kids, they do have that. Like, they think I'm freaking bonkers, but they understand that I love them unconditionally. I'm there for them regardless. We can laugh and joke all day long, but when it's time to put on the daddy hat and say, yo, nah, we're not doing this, you're in trouble, blah blah blah, and give them that stern hand of tough love, I realized this, and I just talked to my daughter yesterday, because, you know, we do talk every day, but I just seen something in my daughter yesterday. It really, really shows. Oh, let me take a pause for a minute. I do apologize. I want to say two quick things. One, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Shout out to y'all. I don't know what y'all did this Sunday, but as my man said, hey, birthday to all the fathers. Salute to y'all. Stepfathers, salute to y'all also.
Father figures in general.
Yes, father figures in general, salute.
Because
also,
I posted on Father's Day, you know, I don't remember what I said, but I said something to the effect of that you don't necessarily have to be a biological parent to be a father.
Right.
I'm not necessarily saying that you date the mom either
right,
to
no.
be a father.
Right.
Because, you know, like coming up, like I had a dad, I was lucky. But for some people, it was that football coach, that basketball coach, you know what I mean? Not random, but that teacher, that old head dude that lived down the street. They used to go out of his way to make sure you was all right. Those are all fathers.
Yes.
Because in my opinion, this isn't the textbook definition of it, but a father is a person who raises another person up.
A father is a person, I'm repeating because of my life.
Oh.
A father is a person who raised a person up.
Yeah, and when I say raise them up, I mean like that a father to me is a pillar of strength.
A pillar of strength is a father. I'm repeating Mastermind, just let y'all know that. This is not my words.
You know what
I'm only the messenger.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you think about it, most people that don't have daddy issues see their father as the strongest man in the world.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless they had those few people that weren't lucky enough to have that, you know, that real pops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That real father type.
Yeah.
But when you were lucky enough to have it, that dude was the biggest, strongest mofo in the whole planet.
My father beat your father up. I do know. I was there for like 6 years. And after that, I had other father figures, which I'm happy for all the father figures in my life. Y'all taught me a lot of things, but we gonna come back. Gotta pay some bills. Reclaim yourself, Sekou the MaddMan. You know what we talking about. Keeping kids safe, summer vacation. We'll be back.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, we have live Mr. Michael Ryder. There we go. And Mr. Steve Yarn. They're doing a partnership based on what was it again? The stories of the Vulcan Blazers. An awesome production that they have coming up. And now the name of it will be called
Baltimore Heat.
There we go. They were telling us a little bit about they're in the pre-production phase of developing this Baltimore-based production. It seems like a really awesome idea, and I always love for more artistic events to come here, and because it's more of an event because you guys are going to actually use Baltimore as your complete backdrop of the city, and that's very awesome to hear.
Yeah, we want people to fall in love with this project through the visions and the tales we're going to tell about these firefighters, but also we want them to fall in love with the city of Baltimore. Just like they did with Miami Vice and Chicago Fire and NYPD Blue and
Sex in the City,
and all these other places that have the city as a star as much as the artists and the actors are.
And that's Baltimore has for many years have been the backdrops of many movies. I could think of a few Whoopi Goldberg movies, Sleepless in Seattle. A lot of these movies that have always used Baltimore as a scene. Not to mention The Wire and Homicide and countless other movies, House of Cards. All these movies and television shows that have always used it, but it was never really about Baltimore. They always included Baltimore in the story or the backdrops or certain historical scenery,
things they absolutely needed to say.
And House of Cards actually shoots in Baltimore, but they're saying that it's Washington D.C.
Right.
Yeah. So they're shooting here and not even giving us credit for the place over here.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, y'all. I'm talking to my live feed at the same time talking to y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Reclaim Yourself, Sekou the MaddMan. I'm here today. We all gonna give some good love to Roze. Send out to Roze because she's not feeling well. Go to Facebook, Rose Garden. You know, just shoot her a little message. You know, let her know that y'all miss her, y'all thinking about her, and hopefully, prayerfully, she will be back next week, back to 100,000 like we always do. Yes, Mastermind is dope, Michelle. One day, I will kidnap Mastermind and get him on the show. It just the point is that he's my engineer. He can't engineer an interview at the same time. I will not allow that. Like I'm gangster. Y'all can call in if y'all would like. I would like for y'all to call in. 410-702-5657. The topic is, how can we keep our kids safe this summer? How can we keep them active this summer? I like the mean face. That was dope. You know, how can we do this? I've seen people say, teach them how to run a business. That's cool. That's a good way. Summer camps, even though I'm learning, just like I learned today, these summer camps are not all summer no more. They're either for a few weeks or for a month or two or something like that. But we have to do more, Baltimore. Plug. Go to Do More Baltimore also. They have some things because they're international. And they have different stuff for all ranges. We have a caller. Hello, caller. Oh, man. They hung up. Hey, whoever you are, caller, please call back. Yes, Jasmine, I do agree. All right, now here's the thing with this. I partially agree. I don't fully agree. Yes, summer camps are for profit. Yeah, but here's the thing. You need profit. Not just because to fill the lines of your pockets and look dope during the wintertime. Nah, they need to eat. They need to pay rent, light bill, field trips, things of that nature. So, yeah, I understand, that they are like that. But you got to think of the ones that's doing it for the community. Not the ones that's trying to get rich, and take your money. Hey, caller, how you doing?
Peace and blessings. Can you hear me?
Peace and blessings. I can. Hi, who am I speaking with?
I can barely hear you.
Okay. What you can do is turn down your device and just listen to me on your phone.
I can hear you now.
There we go. Hi, who am I speaking with?
Hey, King. It's your girl, Diva Ebony B with Phenomenal Radio. Big shout out to the family over there at Be Exposed Radio. I really appreciate the topic you guys got today.
Thank you. Let me tell you, with this topic, it was on my spirit for a minute. Like, I actually tried to fight not doing this topic. I'm going to be 100 with you. 100 with everybody. Mm-hmm. I was going to do a hip-hop topic. I really was. But being though that I see these kids all the time, I'm a father. My children has friends. So, like, I'm around kids enough to understand that how summertime is. And I ain't gonna front. I used to be a child, too. We all did. So,
yeah,
me being a child, I did stupid stuff. And I always stayed in trouble. I'm trying to break that chain for me and all them kids that was me. You know what I'm saying? That keep them on the straight and narrow path so that they know that, oh, shoot, if I do this, forget the law, my mother gonna get me. So let me go ahead and go to the library. Go take some classes to tutor myself. Or let me go on a nature walk and pick leaves and do arts and crafts. Because I ain't gonna front. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. For all the generations that was born from the 70s up to the 90s, arts and crafts really made us who we are today. It gave us a sense of imagination. TV did not give us imagination. Imagination came from the arts and crafts. It came from drawing. It came from doodling. And then next thing you know, that doodle, the arts and crafts turned into something that either A, you loved and you put it up and it was the greatest thing in the world because mom put it on the refrigerator, or it showed you expression and then it made you intrigued onto pursuing that realm of what you did. You understand? So
you're breaking up again, King.
Oh man, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, can you hear me?
Wow, I really like this show.
I hear you. I still hear you. So I hopefully you can hear me. And I definitely thank you for liking the show. But
Well, King, if you can hear me, I can barely hear you. I just want to say keep doing your thing. Again, it's your girl Diva Ebony B with Phenomenal Radio. My signal is good on my phone, so there just might be some interruption with the signal there with your microphone if you can hear me. But just keep doing your thing. I'm proud of y'all. I'm glad that y'all had this topic. And I'm just going to go ahead and tune in live on Facebook Live and just get more knowledge. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Cool in the gang. Thank you, Miss Ebony B. Peace and blessings. That's what's up. Thank you.
That's crazy. I hear you now. I hear you now. Look, let me get this out because it's in my spirit. It's in my spirit. I just want to share some knowledge real quick.
Yes, please
so
do.
what I've been doing with my children, I got 3 kids. I got 2 boys and a girl, 14, 10, and a 3-year-old little queen. Her name is Queen. So what I decided to do this year is just sacrifice, not even sacrifice, but put aside some time to make stops at their activities. Like right now, they're doing 2 weeks at the Boys and Girls Club.
Wow.
When the 2 weeks is up, they'll do 2 more weeks at the YMCA because they got the pool and everything over there. After that, I would turn me and Dad into a summer, vacation. We're going to go fishing. Like you said, we're going to do nature walks. We live in Seattle, Washington, so if it's enough green area and trails over here for us to hike until we fall out.
That's what's up.
Kind of doing those things. And I printed out online, if you go to 25 things free to do wherever your state is or free things to do with your kids for the summer, it gives you a list. So what I did was I printed it out for 25 things to do free here in Washington. They have children museums. They have all types of the car shows out here, the car dealerships. They got this big thing that they have every year. It's free to take them to see different things. $2 for movie tickets. We got to start as parents of keeping our kids safe. It's being around our kids when they go into these summer camps. Go up there, make sure you meet who their little teen counselor is, or go to the daycare. Let them know, like, I'm such and such mama, and yes, I come check on mine. I'm such and such father, and yes, I come check on mine. So if you ever really thought about doing anything, you know that you don't never know when I'm going to pop up.
Yes.
Because we can do camp all day, y'all, but it is some bullies and predators inside of these day camps, summer camps. We just need to make our presence known, and not just for safety against adults, but just letting our kids know, yes, I love you. Yes, I want to be a part of what you're doing. Yes, I want to walk into a bot room or arts and craft room and give you a compliment on that Picasso picture that you just made. Right. That's what I did. I'm not going to spend all time working this summer. It's some things that I can cut off, like cable. Don't really need it. If I wanted to get some Wi-Fi, I don't need that. You know, just certain things that we can cut and take some time out to just dedicate that family time. That's what we miss it, and we so used to providing that we forgot that, I need to sit down and go somewhere with you, or I need to go on a walk, or we need to create something together.
Yes.
Building a bond. Build a bond. Even if you got a trouble child. And when I say trouble child, I mean middle child, because the middle child always got an attitude and is never enough.
Of course.
And we get it.
The oldest get everything, and the youngest get away with
everything. And the youngest get exactly. So we need to make them feel a part. Like, even if you go into like the store real quick, come on, such and such, you just come and ride with Dad. You just come and ride with Mama. We in the grocery store, give them something to do, and then you don't have to spend money on, because all of us can't afford childcare. Or all of us can't afford a day camp. Right. I get that.
Right.
But we can do things together to protect our kids and help them grow and encourage them, and us get back to being parents and not just workers. And that's what I wanted to say. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to give that.
Oh, Miss Ebony, thank you for calling in. I'm going to put on the website the 25 things free to do in your city or state. I'm definitely going to put that on my page. I appreciate you. Shout out to Seattle. Hoo-ha. I got to come to Seattle one day. I appreciate you, Seattle. Thank you.
You come on out here. We'll take care of you. Just hit me up. Phenomenal Radio or the 1000 Network. Follow me on Facebook. And, you can come over here, and we would love to have you over here in Seattle, Washington. You're going to love it.
Thank you. Yes, I will definitely keep that in mind. Everybody, shout out to Miss Ebony B for calling in. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, Queen. So, I just got hit with some things. Like, I love it. That's why I love Wednesdays. Wednesdays is my joint. This is my school. I used to hate school. It's so funny. So, as we were saying, it's things you can do. Like how, for my Facebook Live people, y'all didn't hear what Miss Ebony was saying. But she was saying that more or less, during these summer times, every 2 weeks, do something. Like, for example, 2 weeks be at the YMCA. Another 2 weeks be at, learn to feed the homeless. Another 2 weeks, nature walks and learning, just animals in your society. Another 2 weeks, museums. Another 2 weeks, no lie, a cooking thing. Like, cook together. The whole family can cook. Y'all can do a whole day of cooking, learning how to cook and preparing specific meals, things of that nature. Kids love to get their hands dirty. And then everybody's happy, everybody's safe, everybody's is good. Mommy, daddy, middle child is good. Youngest is happy, oldest is happy. Bung. We took care of the whole summer. Everybody, yes, Ebony, bung. A cook-off. That'd be really dope. Y'all used to watch the Cosby Show when how they do stuff and get together and, like, let's sit there and say they want to surprise Cliff. So they get Cliff favorite song and everybody will learn it. Everybody had a part. That's a bond. That bond will not give you trauma later on. That bond will teach you how to be adult later on. That bond will teach you how to be a parent later on when it comes down to it. So yeah, man, like, this is dope. The key thing is we keeping them safe. We open up a relationship with them, and then now we got some trust in them. So now if they are in school and their best friend is trying to give them drugs or tell them about this porno thing or blah blah blah, they coming straight home like, yo, or mom, dad, whatever y'all have a relationship, hey, this is what's going on. And instead of the parent flaking out, it won't be a flake out. It'll be, let's talk about this. This is the right, the wrong. Y'all females watch the have and the have-nots. This is the have and the have-nots. You understand? You do this, you're going to have this. You do this, you're not going to have this. You know, so there's pros and cons with this. Those are things to do with the kids, but what can the kids... Well, now, see, all right, Michelle made a valid point. For the parents that work, you understand? You're right. What can these kids do with the parents that work? For that situation, it is a little tougher because we all know corporate America does not care about your children. Corporate America does not care about you. You are a asset, or you can be a liability depending on how much you like or don't like your job. But nevertheless, for things like that, if they have an older sibling, try to instill in the older sibling, hey, you know, take them out to the basketball court. Take them to the library. Take them cheese and crackers. I feel you, Michelle. Like, right now, I really don't have an answer. Like, I really want to have an answer. And being like, I am a parent that work also. I'm a parent that work multiple jobs. You understand? So I understand where you coming from. And weekends just don't cut it sometimes. Because if that child's sitting house Sunday afternoon to, let's say, Friday night, by the time Saturday comes, they're going to be so riled up that you're going to be pissed off and tired from yelling or telling them to sit down, calm down, do this, do that. I'm tired of yelling. I'm tired of talking to you. Why are you acting like this? They got so much energy, and they're supposed to have it. They kids. So I swear to you, Michelle, on my word, I'm going to find an answer to that. And when I find it, I will definitely reach out to you and let you know the answer. Because, yeah, a lot of these parents do work. And it's crazy because they go to work at like 7, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, where the kid don't probably get up until like, well, depends on the age of the student, don't get up till about like 8, 9, 10. So, you know, and I know some of these parents will like to do this is a list, this is what I want you to do. You know, this, I need this done by the time I get home. And if they do it, then at least, you know, give them praise. Take them somewhere. Yeah, I know we tired, but so what? What would you rather do? Be tired and take them somewhere, or they feel like they're neglected and now they out searching for the love that you didn't give them? You understand? So we gotta think of stuff like that. I have a son, Khan Academy in Scottsbluff over the summer. Okay, all right, check it out, y'all. My homegirl Jasmine Noble. I need for y'all to go to her page or inbox or whatever and ask her about Khan Academy and Scott Pad over the Scoop. Oh, yeah, Scoop Pad over the summer. So yeah, like we do have it, but we're gonna wrap it up. No, we not. Mastermind is flying birds right about now. He's doing aircraft control, like you know the dudes who on the runway with the little lights. That's what he look like this now. But yeah, y'all. This has been a great show. Like I said, it must have been put on my spirit to do this because I did not want to do this, but I'm happy I did because we all need to figure out as one village how can we help these kids stay safe. Before I do step out for the evening, I would like to give my condolences, and I can do this because I am hip hop and I know about hip hop. Rest in peace, Prodigy. Like, he was the HNIC. You understand? Like, I'm down with Mobb Deep. I can give you all the albums because I had all of them, down to the Infamy album. How y'all know about that? But nevertheless, rest in peace. Oh shoot, kids don't want to do schoolwork all year long. Yeah, but even though they don't want to do schoolwork, make it fun. Make it don't think of schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all talk to each other. But yeah, they can always, you can flip it. But nevertheless, rest in peace, Prodigy. Rest in peace to all of our fallen soldiers. We're still going to do the call to action every so often so you can hear that, you know, we are still missing our little girls that's nationwide. Our little boys that's nationwide. Grown folks that's nationwide that's being kidnapped. Like, man, it's so much that we can discuss that I need more than 2 hours. I ain't gonna stunt, but I'm not gonna take up no more than 2 hours. I'm not, because I'm gonna do stuff in baby steps. But we appreciate y'all. Stay tuned. The next show is Be Inspired Radio from 7 to 9 with Miss Naomi and Mr. Terrence. You know what I mean? They always keep us inspired. Always keep us in the good word, motivated. So they're coming up next. As for me, I'm out. I'm about to go and hug my kids and kiss them and tell them that I love them. And let's figure out what we're going to do this summer as a family. I don't know. Once again, I'm Sekou the MaddMan.
Now, baby.
Play it again. Push it again.
You knew it before now, baby.
You knew it before now, baby. Oh, I'm taking the hood now, baby. All I heard was the baby. But I thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Roze, get better. We'll see you next week. Stay tuned. Oh, I got 2 minutes. So, in the midst of my 2 minutes, I'm going to go rant about Father's Day, Prodigy, and it was something else, too. That grinding my gears. Shoot, 2 minutes. I got to think.
You know what's been... I got you.
Go ahead.
Know what's been grinding my gears?
What's that?
The fact is, and ladies, please don't take offense to this.
Don't take offense?
But I've been noticing that, like, mad chicks don't take care of their children anymore.
That's one of my topics, too. How
like, yo, like, real life, like,
women do not take care of their children.
That got sole custody, or...
I'm one.
You know what I mean? And then it'd be like, dang, yo, like, I never thought I would ever understand that.
Yeah.
Because
how it switched.
You carried that baby inside of you.
9 months, and you have no attachment to it? I'm with you, homie. Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, like, you really that pressed to go outside?
Here you go. It's a Friday. I'm out.
Yo.
Be back like, Monday morning.
I've had somebody who I barely know ask me to watch their child, and I'm like, you don't even know me.
Oh, my.
But you so good with kids. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm good. Yes, I love children. I'm very good with children, but I don't know you. What's your last name?
What do I do if something go wrong? They gonna come lock me up.
Whole time, all she trying to do is go out.
That's crazy. So yeah, that will be one of my topics. I swear to beans. Like, yeah, women who don't take care of their kids, who have the kid all 9 months, push them out, zip them up, they're gone. Here, that's your kid.
Until the father gets a new girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Until the father gets a new girlfriend.
Then she wants to be mommy.
Yes. That chick better not be around my child. Chick, that ain't your child. It's ours. that I have. It's more mine than yours, right?
Now we can close out.
Oh, yeah, we gonna be out. I love it. I catch y'all next week. Stay tuned for Miss Naomi and Terrence and
Be Inspired Radio.
Be Inspired Radio.
On BeExposedRadio.com.
There we go. I'm gone.
I had got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do.